How are we doing today? Are we looking for a refund yet? Are we looking for that celestial train? How's everybody feeling? Are you ready to scream? Let me get some light on it. La, 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 la. There. La, 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 la. There. I like my. Are we ready to scream? I asked you to hold it. Don't do it yet. I'm playing with my new sound that I like saying. Okay, so today's title is Don't Be a Mundane. And what do I mean by that? What does the word mundane really mean? Lack of interest, when you don't have interest and you don't have excitement for something. And it also is when you have, oh wait, it's not in there yet. Hold on. Got weirdness going on. Oh, that came on too soon. Okay. So, the red solar serpent is a portal today, a pulse in order to survive, realizing instinct. I seal the store of life force, interesting, with the solar tone of intention. I am guided by the power of birth. I am galactic activation portal, enter me. This is the color red, Maldak, the crown, and the earth family is polar. We are in, I think it's number 62. Y'all, I came across my old I Ching workbook. It's beat up. So, let me see. Broke line, straight line, broke. Okay. So this one is dealing with predisponence of the small. Consciousness. Reflects in constant mood of duty and simplicity. So I'm like, wow, book is falling apart. That's how old it is. Okay, so let's dive into the red solar snake. In case you were wondering what was the picture of, remember this? Yeah. Are you thinking right about now? You don't need to be a mundane. I hope not. Welcome to Be So Light.tv. Here where we talk about staying in our light, staying true to ourselves, and stop dragging yourself down with the mundane stuff. Okay? Just stop it. Please. I'm seeing a lot of craziness out in the world today. That was making me feel as though I needed to walk around with this. Okay. Only when you learn to control your thought waves will you experience what is called abiding in the real. Controlling those thought waves. Let's think about that. What are your thoughts? This is Series B, 52, hyperplasmic enlightenment is all on the top of the head here. 7 mental spheres here into that 9th dimensional inner core time energy. Connecting to that. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, can you feel it? I feel like, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, tomorrow we go into the 4th and we start our drum. And I am actually going to go ahead and open the containment at 11. Okay. The first people that come in on it at 11 o'clock, we're doing this and opening it. Then I will come back in at 4:48 to help others to get into the energy. So we're going to start off, we're going to flow with everything for the first 20 days. Then we're going to take a look and see what's happening. Where does our focus need to be? Now, the way we're going to be guided in our high heart self, but I will also be pulling a frequency card at the time before we start to drum, so we know what frequency we need to be thinking of. We know what energy we need to be holding when we are doing our drumming together. You can do your drumming, you can do your rattle, you can just do your hand. Anyway, you can do that too. The red solar snake, the function is instinct, the action is survive, the power is vital force. It is governed in all of the astral belt and the celestial snake. Are you feeling that snake energy? Because I've been feeling a lot of that snake energy. And once again, last night, saw the beautiful gold color pyramid. As soon as I closed my eyes and I was just getting into the sleep mode, and boom, there it is. I was like, dang, wow, that's quick. I like how fast it just comes in. So when I say don't be a mundane, it means this. Don't fight yourself staying stuck in energy where you lost your passion. Okay? You have to find that passion. Where is that passion? When you jump into something, you like something, what is it? What gives you that that gives you that to go into it? What gives you that? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that tone. So, what gives you that feeling? What allows you to connect with it? When we say don't be a mundane, don't get caught in being mundane, it simply means this. Break free of what is the routine response that you're doing every single day. It's so routine that you could do it in your sleep, but you have no love behind it, you have no passion behind it, you're just functioning. You're a mundane. You're just going along with everything. You don't have any feelings or emotions or anything like that about it. Break free of being a mundane. I'm not a mundane. I do things differently as much as I can every day. So I break free of the routine. The only thing that I'm being consistent with is showing up here with you. But even I change the time sometimes. Sometimes I just come on and just come on. Sometimes I have it set the day before. Sometimes I'll do it right before I'm going to come on. I keep mixing things up to break a set pattern of something. When you get caught in a pattern and you keep doing it over and over and over, it becomes mundane. You no longer have any connection. You lose the light for it. You lose your luster, your passion for it. You lose it. So you just start operating at just existence. And that's not where you want to be. Am I right or wrong? You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yesterday I had a long teaching, and it was a long video. My apologies, but it was necessary. Because like I said, people are going to be going through it. I was so blessed yesterday. I had a wonderful time with an elder talking about astrology. And she was teaching me about the eclipse energy. And she says, let me tell you something about the eclipse energy. It's unpredictable. But what counts is what happens the first 3 weeks or so after the eclipse is where the energy is concentrated. And then when it goes into that 3 months of energy after we have the eclipse. So we're looking at all this energy of what's coming up inside of you. What is making you feel like? Some people are feeling like, I just want to scream. Some people are feeling like, just leave me alone. Some people are losing their stuff, and they're literally saying, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to pack up. I want to move. I want to go somewhere else. You know, I just want to go. You know, there's this energy hovering out there, bringing it in. Today I went down to storage, and I had to get one of my salt lamps out. And I said, I'm going to get my big salt lamp out. And these salt lamps, I originally got them from Tucson, Arizona. And they've been going with me to a lot of different places, but I mainly got them, oh, there that is. Okay, found it. Got them to put into my apartment when I was living in Carmichael. So now, when I took it out of packing, I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, it's literally having issues because it hasn't been used. I've been using this other plug-in one, but I needed a bigger one because I'm flooding my space with the negative ions. Because sometimes when you get too much positive ions, it's not good. It can weigh you down, it can make you tired. Too much positive ions. The positive ions are our cell phones, our the towers, the computers, the fluorescent lights, positive ions. So tomorrow I will open the containment at 11. Those of you that want to come in at 11, come in at 11. So you can set your energy intention. Because we're going into the intention manifestation new realm. So now we're leaving the intention realm, going into the manifestation realm. So tomorrow is going to be on point. The 11 time, then taking that and then moving into 448, coming on at that time. Probably be 444. I kind of like that number. That number's been showing up a lot. So it'll probably be, I'll step into 444 because that still interlocks with the energy of the 20, 24. So it still has that energy with it. So this is a time to really get yourself ready. Because, hold on, let me grab the map so I can tell you what that's going to be pertaining to. So, because we're in a portal today, that's just setting us up energetically. So now, we'll be in the planetary moon of manifestation starting tomorrow, which is perfect produce manifestation. I am not my thoughts, emotion, sense, perceptions, and experiences. I am not the content of my life. I am life. I am the space in which all things happen. I am consciousness. I am the now. I am. And the energy we will be in, animal totem, will be a dog, representing for this, where we're leaving. Today is the last day of the jaguar. Okay. So we're moving into this energy tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be the white planetary world bridger. How appropriate. That's so appropriate as we move into that. Okay, so that's what we're doing tomorrow, moving into this. Now look at that picture. What do you think they're saying right there? Look at that picture. Are some of you feeling like that? I know I am. Look at that. You're just splitting, like the energy. But look at the diagram. Look at the essence of that. What is it, when you see that, what is it bringing up? Think about it. Okay. It's like the splitting, like the light is coming down and you're like, whoa, things are being released. So that's tomorrow. Okay, so today I'm going to do, this is going to be some medicine energy. And in case you're wondering, this is a selenite sword. Would have been a little bit longer, but I think when they make them super long, it breaks. So yeah, I've been using this a lot. Been using it to cut energies, cut things back, neck, down the front of the body, off the shoulders, all around. And then take it and get rid of things. I love this. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, I like that. Okay, so I don't play. Nope. No, playtime's over with. So let's go ahead and set the intention for the last day of this moon cycle. Today I slept a little longer, stayed in bed a little longer, because Kitty was like, I just want to stay here, I don't move. I'm like, I gotta get up. And she's like, why? Because I have things to do. No, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do. I'm gonna go this way. You're gonna go that way. Oh my gosh. I just finished brushing her. And it's funny when I go to brush her, she's like, yeah. I'm like, and I just look at her and she just lays down. She goes, I say, you know who's going to win this? I'm going to brush you. You're going to lay down. And that's the end of it. And then you're going to come out looking fabulous. And then after she's brushed, she cracks me up because she sits so proper. She sits like she's a queen waiting for someone to come by and curtsy her. She's like, I say, for a cat, you got a lot of personality. And very talkative. I love it. Okay, these are just to look at the energies, looking at the messages. Now, This morning I watched that light come in, and it was just white, just nothing but white. There was no startup, there was no pink, there was no nothing. It was just pure white light energy coming in. And I just said, wow, pure light white. All right, here's the medicine that we're going to be stepping into, finishing off with today, and then when we move into tomorrow's medicine. So we're in the offerings of wealth, offerings of abundance, gathering that up for ourselves, because it is the ego medicine, which is number 17, that gives us the power to see that leads us into that energy. In the stars, we have the consequences. And it is all the Ursa Minor and the constellation 16. And I love this picture. This is so pretty. We don't stop being mundane to ourselves. We have consequences. Then we step into the stellar gateway activation, infinite potential manifestation vortex. Thank you. There's the pyramid. Hello. Beep, beep. There it is. Can't make this stuff up. So the pyramid that's coming in is this beautiful golden pyramid that has all this charged plasmic light in it that's circulating through the whole entire pyramid. And then I see my spiral. When I see spiral in it, I say, oh, is there a spiral? And a spiral appears. I go, okay. I said, is there any purples or anything? And then a purple comes in. And I was like, okay. But it's mainly all this golden plasmic light in this pyramid. So this pyramid is really beautiful. How when you work with it, it literally takes stuff that is what I call that stronghold energy that's holding on you, and it just lifts it like this. It just cuts it. Cuts to the timeline. You think of the timeline when it first started, what's the root energy of it? It cuts it. So I'm going to be offering a lot of that availability. If you would like to get on to that service and have some of that treatment, I'll give you more details tomorrow on how you can contact anytime you want to have a read, spiralite energy work. All you have to do is just go to galacticspiralite.com. And once you go to that, just send the email. The email comes straight in and I'll get it and look at it and see if what I have to offer, if it aligns with you and how to work with it. So it's going to get very intense because now we're stepping into that open energy. It's the portal activated today, so now you got this energy. Stay hydrated. Stay true to the self. Please make sure you nourish yourself so that you don't find yourself as a special bulletin at 6:30 on the news because you interacted with somebody else that was a mundane and you forgot you're not a mundane. Okay, so that's the reason why I put that title there, because it's very true how a lot of times we get caught up in stuff and we get in a routine. We keep doing it over and over and over, and we forget to break that stuff up. So step out of the being mundane and step into what makes you happy. Step into uniqueness. Step into originality. Step into taking a chance. Okay? Right now, the energy is building in such a way where it is here to give us that support to materialize what we're looking for. And having the meeting, the conversation I had with this elder yesterday, it was just so neat to just sit and listen to her talk about the eclipse energy, talk about the planets, and and how she was saying, when you look at your chart, you have to look at it as though what's going on in each house, and how do you want to show up in each house? What's the energy of it? Because the eclipse is going to have that shadow and then a reveal. And I said, yeah, that's true. So it was just really neat to sit with her and, on the phone and talk and just spend some time. And she goes, and I like when elders do this. They said, I need to teach you something about eclipse. I'm going to teach you about that. I love that. I'm like, pen and paper ready to go and questions at hand. So I just love that when elders come in, they want to share their wisdom. And that's the way it should be. Share your wisdom, share your teachings, because if you don't, your teachings die. They die if you don't give that teaching to somebody. Somebody else needs to carry it. Somebody needs to keep your medicine alive. And that's why when I did the teaching for the spiralite and the students came forward to do it, they were committed. And it really did my heart good to be able to teach that, and now they have it. They can help people. They can do it. They know how to do it. And I love that. So if that speaks to your heart and you're willing to sign up for a 6-month program, I'm trying to get it down to 3 months, but it's a little challenging because there's so much material that you have to know. So I'm just walking through it. Let it flow. So tomorrow we'll start the drumming at 11. That'll be the opening. Then I'll come back on and open for the 444. Instead of doing 448, I'm going to do 444. So that energy, it stays aligned. So we're opening that containment tomorrow. Okay? So if you're in it to win it, I would love for you to be in it, to bring your drum, your rattle. We're going to do it for 16 minutes. Okay? Then we stop. We sit within the medicine. We send out our prayers. We send out our love. We send out our peace and love and ground that energy into Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, Tiamat, however you want to call her that. Okay? And then we'll come back and do it again the next day. But each day I'll pull a different frequency card that will have the word, the frequency, and medicine that goes along with it. Okay? So I said that sounds good because then everybody has something to kind of dial into. And I'm still feeling the same energy about what I said, that it wasn't going to be a good thing, that when they offer up the red heifers. And I dug deeper into that, and it's almost like sacrificing a female, a woman, because a heifer is a female cow. So it's a feminine energy, offering up a feminine energy. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to be good, because we're entering that new energy, and what they used to be able to do before and how that energy would support it is not going to support it. It's not going to be there to support it. And it's probably more than likely going to really anger some of the higher goddesses in the higher realms of them doing that. And it will be known. So I'm expecting earthquakes over there, destruction, because it's not going to be honored. It's kind of like in that movie Apocalyptus, how they were taken from their tribe area where they were, brought through the Mayan civilization, walked up those stairs, and then was being sacrificed like that. Heart coming out and then taking off their head, and not a care in the world about throwing the head down all those stairs and the body. I'm like, wow. And how in their mind did they think that was spiritual? And then when they had the eclipse, the solar eclipse, where the sun blacked out and it got to the main character in the movie, he's laying there and he's like, and the sun blacks out, and it's like, oh, they don't want to, the God is happy with the offerings that we're doing. I'm like, wow. So I look at that movie and I'm like, that's courageous. That's strength. That's, if you have never seen that movie, Mel Gibson did a good thing when he directed that movie. That was a good movie. It showed endurance. It showed the medicine he walked with. And it showed him stepping out of fear and how he talked to himself. He says, I am a part of this forest. I am Jaguar Paw. I like that. He became that. And there's so many intricate little parts of that movie. Like when he dives off of into the waters, he like, I'm gonna do it. I'm good. And he swims over and he stands there. He yells at them and says, this is my forest, my father's forest. My children will know this forest and hunt through this forest long after I'm gone, and their children. I am Jaguar Paw. Come on. He's like, come on, if you want to follow me. So I love how I watch how the men are like, why don't we climb down? And then the head mean one gets rid of that one because he doesn't want to hear it. And then you see how Jaguar Paw stands there. He's watching them jump over. One dies because he hits the head at the rocks on the bottom. And then the others, they swim. But then as he starts running, he falls into that quicksand. And it's all black. Now remember, he says, I'm Jaguar Paw. So now he has gone from water, where all that blue paint that was put on them, he's off of that. He got purified through the waters. Now he falls into the mud of earth. Mother's dark room. Falls into it. And he's struggling, trying to get out of the quicksand. And he finally crawls out of it, and he's literally black. And literally when he turns over and he opens his mouth, he looks like a jaguar. So now he has emerged from the earth as the jaguar. And he's standing there and he says to himself, I fear no more. And then that beautiful scene when he comes and he faces them, he has that wasp nest in that big rolled up leaf, and he's walking, and you just feel the tension as he walks, and he looks at him. If you only knew what I have for you. And he lets it go, and he releases with pah! And when it lets go and cracks open, the bees go everywhere. The guys are running all over the place because they're getting stung like crazy, but he's not getting stung because he's all encased in all that earthing. He's all covered in all that sacred mud. So I was just like, yeah, I forgot this movie is so good. It's one of those movies that has so much medicine in it that when you watch it, you watch the relationship he has with his father in the beginning and how his father catches him when he sees the fear of these other people coming through the forest with fear. And he says, no, don't bring that fear into our tribe. Don't bring that here. How many times have we seen something we fear loss, we fear the rejection, we fear something, we bring it home with us, and we sit and we molt in it. We molt in that energy. We molt how our bosses treat us. They don't treat you right. They're mean to you. There's a lot of mean bosses out there. They're not very nice. They don't care. All they want you to do is show up, clock in, do the work. That's it. And then they act like it's a hardship to pay you. This is what gets me more than anything. Some of these bosses, they act like it's a hardship for them to pay you for your energy service for them. You should be so glad somebody showed up to help you. You should be more than willing to pay them. But they don't think like that. Some of these bosses don't think like that. It's all about what they can get. Oh, and you don't fit it. Oh, on to the next. A dime a dozen. Now, let's see how that's going to unfold. After the 8th. Let's just see how that's all going to unfold. Because what's happening, people are becoming activated in such a beautiful way. It allows you to say no. It allows you to sit back and say, you know what? I'm feeling really good with this. I'm feeling really good with stepping out of something. And Bedell said such a wonderful write-up he had today. He posted this write-up. He says, give thanks for those rejections. You know, the rejection of the guy or the girl, or give thanks for those rejections of those things that happen that you're not, you know, a part of or you didn't align with anymore. Give thanks for those rejections. And I'm like, that's so true, because a lot of times it's a blessing in disguise. It really is. When you didn't get that one job, it's a blessing in disguise. Because if you go back and look now, is that job that you were looking for to get, is it still around? Was there problems? You know, all of those things. So give blessings for that. So, I will see you here tomorrow at 11, where we'll start the drumming energy and creating the sacred containment, moving into that manifestation part of being. And please take care of yourself. Be in a good energy for yourselves. Nurture yourself. And, you know, today, things that I talked about needed to be expressed. It's not to trigger you or get you upset or mad or anything, but to have you think about something. And I know some people get triggered by things I say. But you know what? I flow with my own boat. I'm not here to fit in for what you want me to fit in for. Nope. 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 No can do. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Much love. This was a shorter video. Be good to yourselves. Know that you are divinely aligned. Know that you are seen, heard, and loved. All right. Much love. Bye.